Gareth, congratulations to the Cheltenham Borough Council and its partners on conducting and concluding the milestone for selecting the vendor HBD X Factory as its preferred development partner for the Golden Valley Cyber Central project. One feels that after all the planning and anticipation, it's actually going to happen. Just how important is this milestone?
Well, hi, Dan. It's great to be with you again. So we're really excited that we've announced HBD and Factory as our preferred development partner. This has been the culmination of a lot of work. This dates back to March 2020, where we had a decision to make, despite the pandemic, of going out to the market to look for a preferred developer for this hugely exciting site. There's been a lot of work going into this point to choose this preferred bidder, and I think you're right. It's getting very real now. We can look forward with real optimism to bringing forward a really ambitious development that's going to, once completed, deliver thousands of new high quality homes, millions of square feet of office space. And that sort of cultural campus of bringing together all those elements that we're going to make a really strong community. And we really hope enhance Cheltenham. Cheltenham's already a great place. We know this, but it really makes that positive contribution to enhancing Cheltenham as a place and really provides that opportunity for businesses, residents, people who come and live and work in Cheltenham.
Right. And briefly, who are HBD X Factory and why were they chosen?
So again, this was the culmination of a long, quite involved competitive process. HBD specifically, their strength is around regeneration. They're a recognised developer at building these sorts of large projects and communities, and Factory are an organisation that specifically look at developing these sorts of tech campuses. So we really hope that combination of both of those organisations coming together will deliver something really exciting for Cheltenham that again will build that vibrancy of place.
Right. What's the budget commitment look like at this stage of the project, having now brought on HBD and for the project on the whole going forward? What's the budget look like?
So the Cheltenham Borough Council has already made a significant investment, circa 40 million pounds when you look at the purchase of the land and investing in bringing this project to this point. The actual scale, if you look at the whole development, could be upwards when you think about the amount of investment in housing, in offices, in sort of the retail elements and that community element could be upwards to around about £1 billion. So when you look at the scale of that development, that's why we say that yes, of course, it's a vital and important and exciting development for Cheltenham, but it is for Gloucestershire, it is the region, and it is internationally. When you look at how the announcement of this development preferred bidder as HBD and Factory has been picked up in the international press. So that shows the reach and the scale of this project that goes beyond the scale of the numbers, if you will.
Yes. I heard, the international recognition of what's happening here. It sounds fantastic. Heard that Tim Atkins speak about that in one of his videos. But what are the significant steps left now in the process going forward?
So the first immediate steps is we have to work with HBD and Factory around getting to the point of contract close, as we call it. So that's going through all the nuts and bolts of moving from the preferred bidder stage. And the next thing that we will move on to is probably likely coming forward and working on a planning application. So for a development of this scale, lots and lots of work have to go into creating a planning application that will go through the usual phases of a planning application process. So that will be a significant undertaking. But as you said at the beginning, once we start to look at planning, that will make it even more real, because you're starting to know more and more about how it might look when it's built. And we'll also really start engaging increasingly with businesses in the community, and really trying to set out and engage about what we're trying to achieve, and working with communities and businesses on that.
Mm. What's the main message you'd like to send out to the business community about the project, and how can businesses participate in and engage with the project going forward?
So there's already lots of opportunity. I think increasingly you will see the council with our partners come out and wanting to actively engage with both businesses and the community about the development. So it'll be clear about where businesses might get involved. So actively consulting on things like planning applications and all those sorts of things as we normally do. But I would say that there's sort of wider opportunities to be part and feel the benefits of this project, I suppose. So what are we trying to do here? We're ultimately trying to create growth, jobs. We're trying to, which if we do that means that we bring more people, hopefully to come and enjoy Cheltenham. That will maybe increase the activity on our high streets. Businesses will see the benefit of hopefully people spending their hard-earned money in our local retail sector. So we really should see that kind of knock-on impacts as part of the community, and for the businesses to benefit. And then if you think about younger people growing up, then it's about opportunity and inclusivity. If you are a young person growing up in Cheltenham, or you're a person that might be looking for a bit of a career change, you can see opportunity in how you might be able to get a job and maybe learn some new skills, or have the chance of working in what is an increasingly exciting field to work in. And I think that's another part of how we can involve businesses and our education sectors, because people talk about cyber, and of course there's huge numbers of jobs that are involved in cyber. As they say, it's not traditionally somebody sitting behind a computer in an office. There's a whole number of different jobs associated with ultimately keeping people safe online. So lots of opportunities, lots of ways in which we can get business community engaged, and that includes yourself at the Chamber as we go forward. And I really look forward to continuing to have those conversations to make sure that we maximise the benefits of what is a really exciting project.
That's great. Yeah, so a real boon for the economy and for the supply chain around it. So, well, Gareth Edmundson, Chief Executive of the Cheltenham Borough Council, thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks again, Dan.